What do children and consciousness have in common? Well, everything, really. And not every child would say that they're aware of what consciousness is, or even that it exists. Some are very conscious and can explain it to you and I in terms that are just staggering. And others really wouldn't have that sense of how to describe it to you. But together, our new children are evolving the fabric of a new consciousness, which is evolving our world into a planet, a glorious, wondrous planet of people who can and are becoming visionary leaders for a brand new, vibrant world.
My relationship with Ellie really started to develop when I got involved with the Evolutionary Institute, and that was through understanding that I could and can expand my own consciousness and listen to my intuition, my intuitive heart. And in doing that, it enabled me to have a bigger connection with my daughter. But surprisingly, when I got home from one of our 3-day workshops, my daughter asked me what I've been doing, and it's not an easy subject to cover with anybody, let alone a 12-year-old at the time. And I just explained about expanded consciousness and what we were trying to understand and different levels of consciousness in the world, in the universe, in the cosmos. And what happened was that in having that conversation with my daughter, it became very clear to me that she perfectly understood everything I was explaining to her, which I found very surprising. And then at that point, really, we took off into a conversation.
He sat me on the side and was like, yeah, I want you to expand out to the room. So I expanded, and I thought, wow, I've done that before, but never really with someone else in the room. So I expanded out, and then so we'll try and expand now out of Twyford, try and see the whole of Twyford. And I thought, wow, okay. So I expanded out and saw the whole of Twyford, and then, okay, now try and expand out so you can just see the world. And I thought, oh God, that's a bit of a big step. So first I expanded out to see England and London and Manchester and places. And then I expanded out so I saw the world. And then expanded again so I saw planets. And again, and I saw the Milky Way. And by this time I started crying, which was quite, because it just became such a shock and an emotion. And then I expanded, in the end I expanded out so far. And what did I say to you? So that,
wow, Dad, there are millions of stars.
Yeah. Just see stars flashing past me, and just an immense light. And I expanded so far out that all I could see was white behind me and black and white spots in front of me. And I just thought, Jesus, there's so much more to this world than which I knew before that there was, but never really got there, never really, especially with someone else in the room, in the presence, never really felt that there is so much more for us to know.
I suppose it really manifested itself in a knowing or an understanding that we got from a part of us that wasn't brought into consciousness prior to that situation, experience.
Well, I think my vision for the world would probably be that I think we should all be more socially acceptant of each other, and that we should all actually come together, be it from different religious backgrounds, different races. We should all just come together, accept each other, and actually, you know, it sounds cheesy, but, you know, heal the world. You know, just because we've done so much damage to it, if you think about it over the years, we just treat it like it's a dumping ground. And that's not right. I think that we need to put it right, because it was there for us, and we're just abusing it, and there's never going to be another one. So we should put it all right.
I think my vision for the world would just be that everyone's more accepting of one another. I think the healing and repairing damage that we've caused that Heather would like to see was definitely one of my priorities. But I think just on a social scale as well, I think people need to be more accepting of one another, their beliefs, you know, their abilities.
My vision would probably be more everybody just being themselves and opening up and letting people in. And even if you do let them in and they hurt you, learning from that and not having to worry about being a little person that lives in their own little life in their own little house and getting out there and actually exploring what this world can give you.
My vision for the world is to make more groups where everyone that has these gifts to come together and share it with everyone else, so they don't just feel like they're a nobody and like they're freaks and stuff.
My vision for the world is probably for people to like understand about everything that's happening in the world, like the environment and how we're ruining it, and poverty, and if just everyone understood that and tried to do something to change it, then it would be good and the world would last longer as well.
Well, thank you for watching that video. I hope it's opened your eyes to what a different approach to partnering with your young person can create. What you've seen is some incredible innate abilities that have been portrayed by these young people. And it has been happening because parents have taken a different approach. They have listened to their children, they have respected their children, they have valued their children. And I invite you to co-create and partner with your young people to create fabulous, creative individuals that can blossom and grow in this beautiful, vibrant and visionary world.